Call it Park Bubba Sparks.
Booty, 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 booty rockin' everywhere. Booty, 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 booty rockin' everywhere. Booty, 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 booty rockin'.
What's up YouTube, it's Desi and I'm back with another video, you guys. So basically today I'm going to be talking about on how to get a job with no experience and no certification in the state of Florida as far as with medical assisting. Okay, so the two main keys I'm gonna give y'all, now this may not work for every state, but I know for Florida it should work. The two main keys that I'm gonna give y'all are Indeed and Craigslist. Those are y'all friends when y'all are looking for a job. If you want the job as bad as you are really trying to get it, you will be able to get it, trust me, with these two websites. If you didn't know, for your FYI, Indeed is basically an American worldwide employment related search engine for jobs. It was launched on November 2004, and Craigslist is basically an advertisement website for jobs, housing, cars, anything for sale, etc., stuff like that. But these two websites are really good when you're trying to get a job with no experience, basically. And when I tell y'all, it really does work. I'm not even gonna lie. So all you have to do is type in on the search engine the job that you're looking for, whether it's phlebotomy, entry level, front desk, office job, anything that you're looking for. You want to type it in that search engine right there, and it should basically pop up for you. The reason how I know this works, y'all, when I tell y'all, okay, so when I first didn't, I have like so much to tell y'all because like I said, this is a new channel, but for some of y'all that already know me, I had ended up failing my NCC test, and basically I didn't get hired on at my externship, so I was trying to get a medical job desperately like that. So basically my entry level was basically so I had my externship at UF, and then I didn't have like a medical job then, so I ended up getting picked up as far as with having a job at it's a plasma center down here in Florida. It's called PPL Plasma, and I stayed there for a year or so and some change, and basically that job basically was my key to go ahead and get a step into the medical field. And I had got my experience as far as for phlebotomy. Keep in mind, y'all, I really didn't have that much phlebotomy experience except for like when I went to a class to get certified for it, and just for externship. That was basically about it, or the phlebotomy that we do in school for medical assisting. That was it. But I basically, at a plasma center, you're sticking donors every day, so it's basically like it's nothing. So that pretty much helped me out really good. And when I tell you, when you start a job entry with no experience and you just stay there for a while to get your experience, that's the best thing to do. Just stay there, get your experience, and then while you're there, say for instance, if you want to, within like 3 months or so, start looking for a better, more paying job, or a better job that's better for you. And it's really hard to kind of get at places like, say for instance, Baptist, they're always hiring. St. Vincent's, they're always hiring. They are always hiring, but it's so hard to get into. I don't care what nobody say, it's so hard. And you know, I just kept on like trying to apply. Like, y'all, I was applying for everything. And the type of person that I am, if y'all hear that noise, sorry, that's my dog drinking his water. But the type of person I am, when I'm really fed up with a job, or when I'm really in the point of like looking for a better paying job or something like that, I'm gonna keep looking, keep trying, and I'm gonna keep trying to like call them, keep bugging them, keep making sure like they know, hey, I'm trying to get this job. I really, you know what I'm saying, open availability. I want to make sure I put my 2 weeks in for the next job, so I won't have any bad experience carrying on without me, you know, throughout my time of the medical field and stuff like that. So that really helps. When I tell y'all, if you get a chance, just scan through on Indeed and Craigslist. Craigslist, it can only work on certain locations. I know it's St. Augustine, Jacksonville, Daytona, it's a couple of more locations, some in Georgia, Brunswick. It's a couple of them, not a lot of them are in Craigslist. And Indeed is basically worldwide, so you could search anything on Indeed. But I do have some tips to kind of let you guys know as far as for when dealing with these type of websites, stuff that you kind of need to know, so y'all stay tuned. So when dealing with these websites, you want to be careful, because like I said, everything isn't always legit. The websites are legit, but it's just the fact that there's a lot of job postings and stuff like that, and not everybody I feel like is legit. Like, sometimes I could just fill out for something and I'll look and I'll keep seeing it come on a list a lot, and I'm just like, is this job really hiring? Or I don't know, sometimes I just feel like it can be a scam sometimes. Also, read up on the reviews. Whenever you're dealing with a job, I always like to read up on the reviews to know a background as far as with the job, to know whether it's a messy job, to whether to know if it's a good job, if it's worth my time. Always look at reviews, and not saying that reviews are always 100% right, but sometimes with the reviews you can understand as far as where the worker's coming from, or you could always see a good side and a bad side as far as with the company. So always look at the reviews. Another thing is worst case scenarios. The job that you filled out for, sometimes they respond back instantly and some of them respond back so late. I hate that, y'all. I hate when I fill out for a job and they respond back like months later when I already done got a whole nother job. Like, y'all, even with the job that I have now, like, okay, so right now I work as a medical assistant at a pain management center and it's great. I love it there. But when I tell y'all, One Blood contacted me back, Baptist contacted me back, St. Vincent's contacted me back, and I turned all of them down because I'm just like, y'all waited to the last minute, and I don't like to do that. I don't like where I start a job and then it's like, okay, all these other jobs done called, and you know, I'm like, I done filled out for y'all months later, and they just like, this is a PRN position as needed, or some of them just be like, if you, some of them do be like higher paying and stuff like that, but I'm just like, I don't know, like, I'm the type of person where if a job accepted me when I was already like kind of was just in a bad kind of position with another job and I already kind of got like a good job right now, I'm gonna hold on to that job for a while just to kind of get more experience in the field before moving on to something else. Like, say for instance, for this job I have now, I didn't really have that much experience as far as with EMR, and now I really have experience with EMR, and it's more stuff I still want to continue to learn before moving on. But don't get me wrong, that's long-term goals as far as working in a hospital or something like that, but right now I like smaller practices, so I'm just trying to stay as far for that. Two good things to also leave with you guys. One, you want to make sure that you have your updated resume, because the resume is going to be good. That's how them jobs get to you. When Indeed, I know that some of the employers could go ahead and start emailing you, letting you know that they are interested into you and stuff like that. So always keep your resume updated. Also, you want to make sure that you have good contact information. So making sure that you have an updated email, make sure you have an updated phone number. All that will be good as far as when dealing with these websites. But when I tell y'all this is like the only way that I can really think of as far as for letting you know how to get a job, like with medical assistant with no experience and no certification. And I'm telling you it works, because it's a girl at my job right now. She came all the way from a call center, and now she works the front office specialist at the center that I'm at right now. And that's awesome, because she literally told them she had no experience with medical. And I'm just like, some jobs nowadays, like, they're literally hiring you on without no experience. So that's really good too. So I would definitely check it out, you guys. But in the meantime, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to like this video, you guys, and reach out to me if you have any questions. I always look at the comments. And again, y'all, get me back up to 3K, y'all. I'm just so hurt that it's going, y'all. Y'all just don't understand. But y'all have a good one, y'all. Peace.